Hey Knights, my name is Sonia Balakrishnan, and I'm honored to serve as your Executive Board President for the 2020-2021 school year. I hope you are all safe and doing well. I know these times may seem uncertain, but as the strong and resilient students we are, I know we'll get through this together. First, I would like to thank my past Executive Board, Rohan Patel, Sonia Manloy, Olivia Brandorf, Pranav Nair, and Selene Iyer. All of you mean so much to me, and it's been great working with this board. I'll miss you guys tons. Now to my fellow students of North. My goal for next year is for us to live it to the fullest with no regrets or what ifs. I want us to journey through the school year with a mindset of trying new things, loving ourselves, and not hesitating to follow our passions. As president, I want to make North a place where you feel welcomed and appreciated, and where we can grow as confident individuals that come together as a strong community. A few events you can start looking forward to are Harlem Wizards, The Tonight Show, the Homecoming Game, and pep rallies. Please do not hesitate to reach out to me if you ever need someone to talk to, want to share an idea, or have a question. My two goals for next year are 1, to improve the school climate and mental health, and 2, to create a supportive and spirited environment. I know oftentimes we may feel stressed about decisions we make or anxious about schoolwork, but I hope to alleviate some of this through mindful initiatives and breaks from the busy lives we all have. I promise you that I am determined to make sure that you have a smooth year. I'm passionate about the goals I've made, and I'm ecstatic to be your president for next year. I also truly hope that each of you know you are an essential part of our school community and that you matter, so I'm here to listen and be there for you. I'm so thankful to be surrounded by such beautifully diverse students. Thank you for letting me take the time out to share my speech. I'm honored to serve as your Executive Board President, and let's keep spreading kindness.
Hey North, my name is Kirthi Chigurupati, and I'm running to be your next Student Body Vice President. For those of you who I haven't had the chance to meet yet, I'm going to tell you my entire life story in around 20 seconds, starting now. I was born Christmas Eve, 2003, what those who do know me would call a Christmas miracle. During my first 12 years of life, I developed pride, a loud voice, and a love for meeting new people. In 6th grade, I joined student council for the very first time, and let me tell you, I fell in love. For the past 5 years, I've been involved with StuCo, but clearly I still haven't had enough. During the past 2 years of high school, I've had the honor of serving as the Class of 2022 president. In this role, I was able to spearhead a new dance, as well as organize many successful fundraisers for my class, like Krispy Kreme and restaurant fundraisers. I was also able to help out with whole school events like homecoming, pep rallies, and Mr. North, now known as The Tonight Show. Frankly, it's impossible for me to put into words the amount of time and energy that I've dedicated to student council. But the reason I keep coming back for more every year is that I still have so many ideas for how we can better our community. For one, I want to make sure we are recognizing outstanding individual achievements more often and giving back to our community through drives and donations from the profit we make at our events. But most of all, I want to increase student representation, and my plan to do that is simple. I want to create an ICC, or Interclub Council, which will essentially be a committee made up of student council members as well as a representative from every single North student organization, whether that be a club or a sport. Not only will this give admin an opportunity to hear student leader voices that may not be involved in student council, but will also mean that we can collaborate across clubs to create events that will better our school community as a whole. But at the end of the day, I'm doing this because I want to help you. I've never once felt alone at North, and my goal will always be to make sure everyone else feels the same. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you're staying safe and happy. Remember to get jiggy with it and vote Kirthi Chigurupati for your next High School North Vice President. Thank you.
Hello Knights, my name is Max Lasky, I'm a junior, and I'm running to be your Executive Board Vice President. First off, I want to start by congratulating all of you. We have all made it this far throughout a wonky, wild school year, but we still are here and we will bounce back. And when we bounce back, we're going to bounce back hard. I mean, think about it. We are one of the best schools in the state, a national blue ribbon academic haven. We are going to bounce back. But when we do, I want to be a leader amongst all of you. I have experience serving on class councils in both North and even back to the good old CMS days. I have the enthusiasm, yes. I am the kid that dressed up as a jazzercise model and a huge teddy bear during the pep rallies last year. But most importantly, I am a Knight through and through. I want to make High School North the best place it can be. I want to see the stands packed for football games. I want to see the halls full of chatter and laughter during lunch. I want to see the best events this school has ever seen orchestrated throughout the next year. And with me as your vice president, all of these things can happen. This means more direct input from the students of North, from you, because without the student body, there is no North. So if you have a good idea to boost school morale, talk to me. If you want to see some sort of change for the better, let me know. At the end of the day, I want to make North the best North it can be for all of us. And the position of vice president would allow me to do so by focusing the initiative of the year on you, the people, and by reaching out to the population of the school and figuring out a way to make our year at North the best comeback story anyone has ever heard. My name is Max Lasky, and I am running to be your e-board vice president.
It's that time of year again, of election season fame, where I compose a cringy song and ask you to check my name. It's overdone and kind of dumb, but I just love the job that much. So hear me out, I'll help you see why your vote should go to me. I write all my parents' emails, so my skills are near perfect. I'll listen to all your concerns and plan the best events. I'm qualified and organized, and my handwriting's real neat. I get everything done on time when there's deadlines to meet. Vote for me as your secretary because I have what it takes and I'll meet all your needs. I got too much time cause of court routine, cause I'm writing this song instead of a speech. 4 years of experience and get ready for the best year yet if you vote for me, Megan Lee. Vote for me, Megan Lee. I'm running to be your secretary. I hope that I could make the choice a little bit more clear. It is such an honor to be your secretary for next year. Hey guys, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be your secretary and I cannot wait for an amazing year.
Hey, my name's Edward Lee. Everybody's always asking me if I'm Brazilian because I'm really excited to be running for your 2020-2021 Executive Board Treasurer. Before I get into my speech, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm responsible, organized, and funny, but that depends on who you ask. In addition to that, I'm both approachable and outgoing, but above all, I'm a town hall 10. Now you might be wondering whether or not I'm qualified to hold this position. Over the past 2 years, I've gotten a lot of leadership experience through serving on class council. Serving as class treasurer this year, it's safe to say that this year's been a successful one. With the help of our council, we were able to raise a great amount of money, with events like the Night in the Dark Dance that raised over $1,400. This one event was so successful, so imagine how much more we could have accomplished with a full school year. Serving as class treasurer has helped me develop and improve upon numerous essential skills and abilities, such as money management, collaboration, and overall leadership. Along with these skills, I believe I possess two of the most important skills that any good executive board treasurer should as well. Good planning and communication skills. A dependable treasurer will need to communicate well with staff and students to be able to plan and execute exciting events with the rest of student council. As you all know, our school mascot is the knight. And just like in any army, the armor might be the same, but the soldier is always different. Despite these differences, they are all important as each and every one of them are needed in the fight for their common goal. Similarly, I believe that we may all be different in our opinions and goals, but we are all the same, as each and every one of our opinions are important in the fight to ensure the best high school experience. This being said, I will try my very best to make sure each and every one of your opinions are heard, so we can have an extremely successful Homecoming Tonight show next year. I know not all of you guys are photographers, but I hope you can picture me as your next 2020-2021 Executive Board Treasurer. Vote for me, Edward Lee. I'll treasure your vote. As famous rapper Rick Ross once said, money doesn't make me, I make the money.
Hey Knights, I'm Palak Mehta, running to be your Student Council Executive Board Treasurer.
I know the past few months have not exactly been what we all expected, with basically everything getting canceled. And going to school next year is not going to be all that easy. But if I'm elected onto eBoard, I will make this transition as smooth as possible. First of all of the upcoming events that Student Council hosts are going to be memories from your high school experience that you will treasure for years to come. Homecoming, The Tonight Show, the pep rally, Spirit Week, and so much more. Making these experiences the most memorable is my utmost priority. But what really sets me apart from the rest of the candidates is my experience, my organization of money, but most importantly, my passion. Being a senior at North next year, I've come to know and love a lot about this school. I have been on Class Council's executive board for the past 3 years in a row, and I've organized fundraisers at places like Jules and Redberry, along with inside of the school with Candygrams and Lucky Grams, making a lot of money. I've dedicated countless hours to staying back to paint the homecoming wall, setting up the homecoming dance, and serving on Mr. North's backstage committee, all to give you guys a few nights to remember. Overall, I love being on student council. It helps me give back to my school, give back to all of you. On eBoard, I will bring the same drive, the same passion. If I'm elected as treasurer, I will save up more money with more fundraisers to lower the prices for our events. By voting for me, you are investing in your future. You can count on me to count for you. I will not stop until I make sure all of you are satisfied. And remember, you can't spell Palak without Pal. It just makes sense for you to vote for me, Palak Mehta, for eBoard treasurer. I got 99 problems, but money management ain't one.
Hey North, for those of you that know me, I'm Ria Prasad. And for those of you who don't quite know me, well, I'm still Ria Prasad, running to be your next student body treasurer. I hope you all are safe and healthy back at home. With all my time at home, I realized I bump Drake's Take Care album a lot more when I'm away from my homies. Now that we've established I have good taste, considering I like Drake, you know I can be trusted to bring in only the best DJ for homecoming. But the job of a treasurer goes far beyond hiring someone to control the aux. Student Council is in charge of senior scholarships, which makes it my top priority to bring in as much bank possible. I plan on doing so by creating an additional stream of income, selling Blue Hole merch at the Plainsboro CVS, just like High School South does. In addition to raising money, I want to start an IGTV series on the school's Instagram for club officers to promote their club and recruit new members year-round. Now, I'm astonished by the amount of talent we have within our walls, and I want to embrace everyone's side hustles on the story as well. Content creators, activists, entrepreneurs, and everyone else in between. If my time on council taught me anything, it's that it takes a special kind of person to serve on eBoard, and that my unmatched spirit and passion for this school makes me that special person. This past fall, I budgeted money for the sophomore class so that we could purchase quality supplies for the homecoming wall without breaking the bank. Because managing money comes easy when it's for something you care about. You see, everyone has their own thing, a passion they would sacrifice everything for, and student council, that's my thing. From staying up until 4 a.m. working on homecoming wall decorations, to spending hours on end culminating the perfect posts for the class Instagram, I've done it all. I've poured my blood, sweat, and a handful of tears into my current role on council, and I want to carry this momentum into executive board next year. Like I said, recently I realized that I like listening to Drake more than your average gal, but being in my bag, that can't be my thing. However, chasing the bag can. That's why I ask you to vote Ria Prasad to be your next student body treasurer. Thank you.
What's poppin', High School North? My name is Shreyan Rohatagi, and I'm running to be your 2020 to 2021 Executive Board Treasurer. I think this last year has been a little bit like my hair. It started off fine, but now we're here. Through this entire school shutdown, I've gone through days without talking to my friends, as well as days where I just go outside and bike by myself. See, things are not the best as times are rough, which is why we're all looking forward to a better future. Lucky for you though, I have a plan to make next year exciting. But why should you trust me? Well, I've been on council for the last 5 years, and I've even served as my class treasurer for a year, meaning you can rest assured that I'm going to make all of our events and fundraisers as successful as they can possibly be. For those of you that still doubt my capabilities of making that dough, I bought this and this with my own hard-earned money. And they're now priceless. Jokes aside though, with me as your treasurer, I'm going to invest our money back into our year to make it better. I want our student council to focus on things that we're normally not involved with. This starts with playing music every day between classes instead of just Fridays, having a dunk tank at our pep rallies, and even buying more tables and chairs to accommodate for our growing school population. To counteract long lunch lines, I want to create a second deli so people get their food faster. But most importantly, I want to have a Super Bowl party where we have football-themed activities and concessions. I know how to invest money back into ourselves to make even more, which is why I want you to invest your vote in me. With all my experience and all the knowledge that I've gained on council so far, I believe I'm the perfect candidate for this job. The hardest choices require the strongest of wills. But this choice isn't hard, so just vote for me. Shreyan Rohatagi is your executive board treasurer. Thank you.